Today we're going to show you how to quickly change the inner tube on a bicycle. You can also, if they go flat, you can also buy a patch kit for the inner tube, but a brand new inner tube costs less than $5, so it's pretty cost effective to just go ahead and buy a new inner tube. Some people might think it's a little tricky to try to change the tube, but it's really not that hard. On this bike in particular, there's two nuts here that need to come off first to get the wheel off. For this bike, it's a 5/8 inch wrench. So just take these off pretty quick. And come right off. There's one on both sides, so you may have to hold each side while you're taking them off. Right there's a look at the type of nut there. Right there. Okay. Alright, so now the chain's got to come off, and you got to be really careful. I would recommend wearing some gloves if you're not familiar with bikes, because you can cut yourself. But you can scoot the wheel up, which makes the chain loose, so the wheel sits back and it's tight. If you just push it forward, you get it loose. Alright, and then you can get the chain off. So start up here at the top where the pedal is, and then you move the pedals a little bit and the chain will just come right off. Alright, then you can basically get the wheel off. Just like so. Gotta get it over the brakes. So now we've got the wheel off. Okay, so the problem is with the tube. So start right here where the spokes are. You can see that's where the actual air goes into the tire. Right here where my finger is. So you need to get that out carefully first. So you start there, get the tire separated from the spokes. Usually a screwdriver is probably the easiest way to do this. For time, and since I already know I'm replacing the tube, just getting it off of there. Pause it. Oh. There we go. Alright, wheel came off. So the tube is just on the inside of the tire, so it just comes right out. Now, like I said, you can take these and try to find the hole in them and patch them up, but really a brand new one's like $5, so it's not really worth it. Alright, go with the other tube. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna throw it away. And we're going to here's the new tube. It's flat, it's never been aired up, so basically it just fits up inside the tire. And you want where the air goes in, you want that facing down. So it just fits right up inside the tube, just like that. You just shove it up in there, all the way around. Make sure you get the right size for your bike. This one was a 22.10 size tube, so it doesn't do you any good to get you one that's the wrong size. I mean, a lot of these are universal though, and they'll fit any bike. So make sure it's in there and it's all facing the right way. So a quick check just to make sure it's in there and facing the right way. Looks like it. Alright, so now the wheel's ready to go back on. Alright, so it's a little tricky getting it back on as well, but you want to find the hole in the spokes. This is where you put the little nozzle for the air, so there's the hole right there. So that's where I start, and I get that part of the tube through. First, so that it makes it easier to get the rest of the wheel on there. So line up the hole and get it in there. Alright. Put the screw cap back on. So it keeps the tube in the right place. Alright. Now, you got to make sure when you get the wheel on, you get the inner part of the wheel on the spokes. And you'll know what I mean when you'll see they fit right down inside here. The tire needs to be on the inside part. Okay, and the tube is on the inside of the tire. So you just fit it over. It just takes a little finagling. There we go. Alright. So I've got the tire on all the way around. Got the new tube in there. Now all that's left to do is put it back on the bike and air it up. Alright, so the trick to getting the chain back on is get the wheel where you want it, get it over the brakes. So for this one in particular, you gotta push it through the brakes. Alright, so now I've got it back through the brakes. Go ahead and, before you do that, get the chain around the spokes first. The gear, I mean. And then get it lined up. So it'll be loose. Remember, you push the wheel up to keep it loose. Alright, and you bring the chain up. And you're going to have to turn the wheel a little. Chain line back up. Alright, we're back in business. Alright, so we've got the chain line back up. Alright, letting the wheel fall back so that it's nice and tight. That's where the wheel needs to go. Got to make sure the wheel's sitting straight. Alright, and let's go back on. That haven't already been stripped by your 10-year-old who didn't know what he was doing. Sure it's straight. Alright, that's it. All that's left is to tighten those up and to air it up. So I know it looked a lot harder than it was, but really that only took me about 5 minutes. So it should have only taken me about 5 minutes. Alright, that's it.